To my melanated people, you are loved. To my melanated people, you are chosen. To my melanated people, you are golden. Welcome back to Melanin Teens Podcast, where we discuss all things melanin and more. Hey, welcome back, y'all. How are y'all today? Yeah, I'm feeling good today, y'all. I'm blessed. That's it. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A and a story time. So the Q&A is kind of going to resonate the story time. So yeah. Good greetings, y'all. So let's get into the Q&A. So the first question that I have is how did you get back to yourself after you had a child? So when I had my daughter, it was like very unplanned, and like I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way when I say this, but I feel like that's with a lot of children being born now. It's very unplanned, and I feel like a lot of people are having very unwanted children. Not saying that the mother doesn't want the child, which that case is true in some situations, but it's mostly like the father that don't be wanting the child, but they don't have no say so over it because it's not their body. So it just kind of like, whatever, you can still have the baby and I'm gonna still do what I want type of situation. And that ended up being mine, but it was just like when I had my daughter, I was very, very, very depressed. Now, when I was pregnant, I went through a lot, and I went through a lot of emotions. I cried a lot and stuff like that, and I feel like I brought that onto my daughter because, like, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, my daughter is a crybaby, and I really think that's from me crying so much when I was pregnant, only because I was hurt. Like I was hurt about a lot of things. Like I'm not the type to get on here and speak my business. Like I'm a very private person, but like I will say this: men should watch the stuff that they do and say to pregnant women when they're carrying your child, because you don't know what that brings onto the child when they are born. So I'm gonna just throw that out there. And after I had my daughter, it was just like I was very, very depressed because my pregnancy wasn't a good pregnancy. I didn't really do much to myself. I didn't dress up. I didn't I didn't feel pretty at all. I wouldn't do much to myself. I was just always in the house, very depressed, always crying, stuff like that. And after I had her, it was kind of like the same thing, and my family, my cousins and my friends, that would try to like get me out of that state. They would try to get me out more and stuff like that. And I can't say that a lot of them did do that, because after I had my daughter, I was going on trips and stuff like before I had her, but like after I had my daughter, I remember like going to Houston with my friends. I remember going to Miami. I can say like Miami was like, it was fun, but I just remember those things. Like I remember those moments that brought me out of that darkness, because I was consumed by it. Like it was really bad. And like when your partner is not making it any better, it's just like it's very horrible. I don't wish that on nobody. Like I wish that on no one. I don't care what the situation is. I just don't wish that on anybody. I know that pain, and that darkness is like undescribable. Like even if I wanted to sit here and tell you what I felt, really, really felt, I cannot, because like it's just, I know it's a pain that I don't ever want to feel again. So I will say this, like what really made me get back to myself was I literally just got back to myself. Like, and people might think that's crazy. My daughter is 3 years old, and I'm literally just getting back to myself, just getting really back to me, my true self. Though, you know, when you're around a lot of people, you kind of adapt and you kind of mirror. So it's just like you just kind of go with the flow type thing, but you're not really yourself. You don't really know who you truly are unless you're like really isolated. Like, isolation definitely will help you figure out yourself, will definitely bring you back to your true self. Isolation. So it took me isolating, it took me cutting people off, leaving my child's father, really isolating myself, really and truly, I'm not gonna lie, not being on social media like that too, because that made the darkness more. And it was a lot. You know, you really don't get back to yourself if you have so much going on around you. I noticed that, because people was like, you don't get back to, you never this, you're not supposed to be the same person. You're supposed to be better. You know what I'm saying? Because your kids are put here to make you better, a better person, and they come from you to be better than you, if you get what I'm saying. You know, so it's just like, I feel like with that, it's really hard, but it's not impossible. You're not supposed to be the same person you was before you had a child, because you're not that person anymore. You're grown now. You're grown, and your situation is different. You can't just wake up and go. You know, looking at a person every day of their life, you have to protect them, and you learn quick that everything does not go your way. And me being a person that I want everything to go my way, that humbled me quick, and it still has been humbling me. But this year I can say it humbled me the most, because everything is not going to go your way when it comes down to raising children. None of that. Nothing is going to go your way. You have to solely depend on God and just go. You can't worry about what other people doing. You can't worry about what the other parent is doing. You have to only worry about you and what you're doing. So your child knows that you did the best that you could, and you are the best parent in the world. That's all I ever want to hear. So it's just that's another thing. Like, I had to, because my situation, I had my dad in my life and stuff, but not that much. Like, he was in and out of jail and stuff like that, and I don't really know him and my mama's situation. Like, she don't really talk about it, and I never really asked, because it might be triggering for her, might be a very traumatic phase and stuff for her. So I don't really ask her about it too much. Don't really talk to her about that. So I don't really know what went on, and that's why in my heart it gave me the validation and everything that I needed to forgive my mama for a lot of stuff, because like, I don't know what she been through. So it was just like, yeah, like, with me not having my dad around and stuff all the time, and not being able to be a daddy's girl and stuff, I wanted that for my daughter. And that's because we see what we see so much, we want, and we can't always have everything that we see. We do want that for our children and stuff, but their biological father might not be that actual father, if you get what I'm saying. So don't waste your time trying to make that person be what you want them to be, because they might not want that for themselves. So it's just like, move on with your life. You just pray about it and solely depend on God to be that anchor for you, and he'll bring somebody in your life to make it better, to make everything less on you. I do truly believe that, because I have that now. So it's just like, yeah, just do the best that you can, and work on yourself, your inner self. Get closer with God, read your Bible, talk to God. And I will say this: God talks to everybody. God talks to you. It's just on you if you're awake enough to see it. But he talks to everyone. He talks to you. And when I started waking up, I started saying like, okay, okay. You've been telling me. I just have not been listening. But I will say this, it's very hard. It's very hard, and I feel like that's where a lot of stuff go wrong and stuff, after people have children. They become very angry, bitter, envious. It's a lot. But please don't let that darkness consume you. Try every day to just, like, if you don't have the answers, God will provide you with the answers. Just talk to him. Like, people are sitting and have so much time for everything else but don't have time for God. And your most important time should be for God, literally, because like God can change your life in 24 hours. I seen it. I seen it before. The power of God is a power like nobody else. And so I would say God is who helped me get back to myself. And me isolating myself from people and realizing, and now a lot of people will say isolating myself, I just gonna cut it. Now listen to this. It's not about cutting people off. If anybody felt like you cut them off, they was meant to be cut off. Simple. But when people that understand you and know what you have going on, and another thing, people that's not good for you will notice when you start awakening, when you start picking up on things, and when you're really woke. They will know, because they will scatter on their own. Like, you won't even have to cut them off or whatever. They're gonna do that on their own. But once you start really waking up, people will see that. Like, they will see that energy on you. They will see it. They will see that your eyes are open. You no longer tolerate the bullshit that you would tolerate before. They will see it. Like, they know. So yeah, it's just like, I really just, when you can't fully express yourself and be you, it kind of throws yourself in a corner, and you kind of lock that part up about yourself. And that's what really expands that darkness, creates that depression and everything. When you're truly freely being yourself, you are very happy, vulnerable, and you can be that without having to be in that darkness, or without somebody trying to tear you down. You have God. That's your truest power. So I feel like really just isolation and God is gonna be what really help you get back to yourself, figuring out who you are and why you're here. That's another thing. But that's a whole like another topic that I would like to speak on like another episode and stuff like that, because I can really dive deep into that. And this is a Q&A. I feel like I already done dived so deep. So let's get to another question. So actually, this question is from my spiritual mom, my spiritual leader, my guide, the lady who changed my life. I thank her. I love you. I love you. And she just bought me so much peace. She really helped me get out of, cause like I always knew, but yeah, she just helped me validate everything that I knew. And she helped me really she really helped me tap in, get aligned, and stuff like that. So her question is, how did you know that you were a healer? Or when did you figure out you were a healer? So I knew for a very, very long time, just by situations. Like, literally, y'all, a random person, and people be thinking this shit weird, and I never thought that it was weird. Like when people would make negative comments to me about it, I won't really say much, or like I'll just laugh it off and I'll be like, okay. But random people will walk up to me and tell me their problems, y'all. Like, this is crazy. Like, I used to really think it was crazy, but now I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. Let me take that back, because like I realized that I have healing abilities, because like a random person could just walk up to me and tell me their problems, and I'm going to talk to them like they're a regular person. I'm going to, I'm going to really like genuinely be kind to them and talk to them, and just try to help them, try to help them into a better mood. That's just me. Or people are like to like lay on me, and like they'll like, like physical touch and things like that. Like, and I done had people tell me that like I make their life better, and this and that. They are how they are, but I make their life better. And it's just things like that. Like I know, like I have, and it's more stuff, but like I don't really want to speak on it, because I really didn't want to my spiritual mom, I respect her so much, so I'm gonna answer the question for her, but like I don't really like to get too personal and deep into, because a lot of people don't understand spirituality. Like, people don't understand it, people don't get it, and we get judged. Like we get judged, we get called weird and all these other things, and then people try to refer to that demonic stuff. It's none of that witchcraft or whatever. It's not that, boo. It's not that, boo, at all. I don't play like that. But I'm very, very, I'm very spiritual, and I just wasn't aligned with myself, so I didn't mask my abilities. And now I'm starting to do more of that, and I'm proud of it, or whatever. So, right now I don't really have like the biggest audience and stuff, but I'm thankful for the audience that I do have. So as of right now, that's the only questions that I have. And I do want to add this in, because I see this a lot, and I just want to let a lot of people know, especially moms, because I notice like a lot of moms become very envious of their children, and they don't like their children because their children may look better than them, maybe a little smarter than them, or just better than them, prettier than them in general, or something like that. But I just wanted to say that your children are supposed to be the improvement of your design. And when I say that, is your children were made to be everything better than you. They were made to be better, smarter, anything. And I don't think that parents should envy their children because of that, or whatever. And I want people to understand too, just because you have children, that don't mean your life is over. That don't mean you're done growing and you're done learning things. Your children will teach you those things if you will listen to them. So I don't feel like nobody should envy their children because of anything. That's your creation. They were made to be better than you. Like, just think about it. If you really learn about genetics, and if you really tap into your spiritual self, you will learn these things. Like, this was how it's supposed to be. Don't envy your children for that. Stop letting social media give you this perception. Stop letting social media program your mind. You are your own person. You do not need to be programmed by anyone. Okay? So allow your children to teach you things. Your children can teach you things. Your children can make you feel like you are the prettiest person in the world. Your children are your creation, so they're supposed to be the prettiest thing in the world to you. And yeah, like, don't envy your children for that. They were made to be better than you genetically and everything else. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I just want to say thank y'all for everybody who has been subscribing and everybody that has been listening to my podcast. I do see that more and more people are listening every day, and I'm so thankful for it, and I really really thank y'all. And I hope that I'm speaking to the right crowd of people. I hope that, like I said, you're getting something from this. And I just want to thank you. And y'all have a blessed day. Bye. And y'all be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Melanin Tings. And also to listen to my Spotify podcast, Melanin Tings, on Spotify for podcasters. And yeah, just tune into the episodes, y'all. It's gonna be a good series with good episodes. We're gonna be talking about a lot. Hopefully soon I'll be able to bring on guests, and we'll be talking about things also. And I want to really make this platform a good one. I'm not going in to be number one. I'm not looking for that type of thing anymore, because life humbled me. Life definitely humbled me to realize that being number one is not always the best thing. Just being you, going with the flow, and keeping your relationship with God. God will provide everything that you need without you even knowing it at times. So I just want everyone to listen, and if you get something from this, it will be very much a blessing to me. And I hope everyone does get something from this. And for the ones that want to listen, the ones that want to walk with me through this journey, I'm thankful for y'all. And I hope everyone subscribe, and thank you for listening.